Rahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. This is your instructor Sadia Hamid from Department of Chemistry. In today's lecture, we will discuss another important topic of this chapter, that is Grignard reagents, focusing on the reactions of Grignard reagents with carbonyl compounds, that is aldehyde, ketone, carbon dioxides and esters, and we will discuss about the introductions of amines. Grignard reagent is an organometallic compound. Organometallic compounds are compounds containing at least one chemical bond between carbon atom of an organic molecule and metal. In Grignard reagents, the bond between carbon of organic molecule and magnesium. These are formed by the reaction of magnesium metal with alkyl or aryl halide. So Grignard reagent is alkyl or aryl magnesium halide. It is highly reactive compounds, and it is formed when magnesium metals are reacted with alkyl halide or aryl halide in the dry ether. The reaction mixture is heated with electric heater in a round bottom flask fitted with condenser, and this arrangement to avoid the contact of moistures or oxygen. Ether should be dry because Grignard reagent is highly reactive. It reacts moisture. So alkyl halide or aryl halide RX, when it reacts with magnesium metal in the presence of dry ether, it is converted into alkyl magnesium halide. This is known as Grignard reagent. It was discovered by a Frenchman, Grignard, and he got Nobel Prize in 1912 because Grignard reagent has very powerful tool for the synthesis of alcohol, and this is a source of carbon-carbon bond. Grignard reagent has very polar carbon magnesium bond in which carbon atom has partial negative charge and magnesium has partial positive charge. So these compounds are act as a nucleophiles, carbon atom being more electronegative as compared to metals such as magnesium or lithium. The alkyl group as a whole bear partial negative charge, and organometallic compound act as a source of nucleophiles, and it also act as a good base. RMGX is a source of carb-anion in which carbon has a negative charge, just like the organolithium compounds. So these are extremely good nucleophile reacting with electrophile such as carbonyl compound, aldehyde, ketone, ester and carbon dioxides. One of the most common use of Grignard reagent is in their reaction with aldehyde and ketone to form alcohol, and it is react with carbon dioxide to form carboxylic acid. The reaction of carbonyl compound followed a three-step to produce primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. These reactions are carried in the presence of ether followed by hydronium ion. So first reactions with aldehyde, it gives primary and secondary alcohol, and reaction with ketone, it is converted into tertiary alcohol, and when Grignard reagent is react with carbon dioxide, it is converted into carboxylic acids. The mechanism of reactions are shown here. When it react with aldehyde and ketone, Grignard reagent, when it react with aldehyde and ketone, in the first step RMGX is react with carbonyl compound, the nucleophile in organometallic reagent, because metal has a partial positive charge and carbon is act as a nucleophile. It attain has a partial negative charge. So these nucleophile in organometallic compound add to the electrophile in the polar carbonyl compounds of aldehyde or ketone. And electron from C double bond O move to electronegative oxygen, creating an intermediate metal alkoxide complex. These tetrahedral metal alkoxide intermediate is unstable and it is easily collapse. And the second step is a workup step, a simple acid base reaction. Protonation of alkoxide oxygen created the alcohol product from the intermediate complex, and this alcohol is a primary alcohol. When Grignard reagent react with formaldehyde, it gives primary alcohol. When this Grignard reagent react with other aldehyde just like ethanol, it gives secondary alcohol. And when it react with ketones, it gives tertiary alcohol. And when it react with ester, it also gives tertiary alcohols. Grignard reagent react with formaldehyde. When Grignard reagent react with formaldehyde, the mechanisms are same. This is a two-step mechanism. In the first step, metal alkoxide complex is formed, and in the second step, protonation take place, and these metal alkoxide complex is converted into alcohol, and this alcohol is primary alcohol. And when Grignard reagent is react with other aldehyde other than methanol or formaldehyde, when it is react with ethanol, the mechanisms are same. In the first step, metal alkoxide is formed. The nucleophilic carbon in organometallic reagent add to the electrophilic carbon in the polar carbonyl compound. So these electron from C double bond O is moved towards oxygen. It is converted into the negative charge on oxygen, and it is formed intermediate metal alkoxide complex. These metal alkoxide complex is unstable species, and protonation take place, and it is converted into alcohol, and this alcohol is a secondary alcohol. And when Grignard reagent is react with ketone, when 2R group is present, carbonyl with the carbonyl compounds, when this is known as ketone, this nucleophile carbon is react with these electrophilic. These carbon is act as electrophile because it has a partial positive charge, and when these negative charge, these lone pair of electron is moved towards C double bond O, it created the metal alkoxide, and these carbon which has a partial positive charge, the carbon nucleophilic carbon, this carbon from Grignard reagents attacked on these electrophilic carbon of carbonyl compound, and it is converted into metal alkoxide. And in the second step, protonation take place, and these metal alkoxide is converted into alcohol, and in this case the alcohol is a tertiary alcohol. Girls, you are familiar with the tertiary alcohols and secondary and primary alcohol are. So tertiary alcohol are those when the carbon when this carbon is attached with three alkyl group, when carbon in which OH bond is attached, when this carbon which have OH bond it is attached with three alkyl group, then it is known as tertiary alcohol. And the carbons bearing OH group is attached with two alkyl group, then it is known as secondary alcohol. And when it is attached into the only one carbon or one alkyl group, then it is known as primary alcohol. So in this case, three alkyl group are attached to the carbon which is directly attached into OH group, then it is known as tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohols are also formed when the Grignard reagent is react with esters. Of reaction is same. But in this case, carboxylic ester react with two equivalent of Grignard reagent to give tertiary alcohol. The reaction proceed via ketone intermediate, which then react with the second equivalent of Grignard reagent, since the ketone is more reactive than esters. So reaction cannot be used as the preparation of ketones, and this ketone is converted or react with the Grignard reagent to convert into the tertiary alcohol. So the reaction is completed in the fourth step. In the first step, the nucleophilic carbon in Grignard reagent add to the electrophilic carbon of esters. Electron from C double bond O move to the electronegative oxygen, creating an intermediate metal alkoxide complex. These metal alkoxide complex is collapsed in the second step and displace the alcoholic portion of the ester as a leaving group. This produced a ketone as an intermediate. This species unstable and dissociate into the ketone. This portion is left and it is react with Mg positive. CH3O negative is react with MgEX, and negative charge is moved toward carbon and oxygen. It creates a double bond with carbon and oxygen, and ketone is formed as an intermediate. These ketone is react in another Grignard reagent in the third step, and it is formed into the metal alkoxide intermediate. So ketone, it again react with Grignard reagent. It is converted into the metal alkoxide complex as an intermediate, and in the fourth step, this is a workup step, a simple acid-base reaction. Protonation of alkoxide oxygen create the alcohol product from the intermediate complex, and this alcohol is a tertiary alcohol because the carbon which have OH group, it is bonded with 3 alkyl group, so it is a tertiary alcohol. And protonation is the addition of proton at H positive ion is an atom or a molecule. So protonation take place in the second step and tertiary alcohol is formed. And Mg X is react, Mg positive is react with the OH, and MgEXOH is formed as a byproduct in this reaction. When Grignard reagent is react with carbon dioxide, the nucleophile again in Grignard reagent add to the electrophilic carbon in the polar carbonyl group. Electron from C double bond O move to electronegative oxygen, creating an intermediate magnesium carboxylate complex. This in the second step, acid base reaction take place, protonation take place in the second step, and these intermediate carboxylate oxygens converted into carboxylic acid. So if we have aryl magnesium bromide, aryl group, when benzene ring is attached with the magnesium halide, then this Grignard reagent is aryl magnesium bromide. It is reacted with carbon dioxide in the first step. Mechanisms is same. It is converted into carboxylate ion, and in the second step protonation take place, and this is converted into aryl carboxylic acids, or it is known as benzoyl carboxylic acid. Girls, this is your home assignment. You have to do these quick quiz. These quiz have discussed in our 2-day lectures, that is what are organometallic compounds, define protonation, what is formula of organolithium, why does RMgX Grignard reagent react with carbon dioxide, and which product is formed when Grignard reagent is react with carbon dioxide. Write the formula of Grignard reagent. Move on our next topic, amines. In this lecture, we will only discuss nomenclature and classification of amine. Their property, basicity, preparation and reaction of amine will discuss in our next lecture, inshallah. Amines. Amines is an organic derivative of ammonia in which one or more hydrogen atom has been replaced by alkyl or aryl group. It is the derivative of ammonia, that is NH3. In ammonia, you are all familiar with the ammonia in which nitrogen make 3 bond with hydrogen, and it has a lone pair of electron on the nitrogen. So one of the hydrogen of ammonia is replaced with any alkyl group or aryl group, that is if it is replaced with, then it is known as amines. Depending upon the replacement of these alkyl or aryl group, amines are classified as primary, secondary and tertiary amines. So it is depend how many number of hydrogen atom are replaced into NH molecule. If one of the hydrogen is replaced with alkyl group, then it is known as primary amine. So primary amine is an amine which has only one alkyl group directly attached to nitrogen atom. This is primary amines. One of the hydrogen is replaced with alkyl group, and in this case alkyl is methyl CH3, so it is methyl amine. If two of the hydrogen is replaced with two alkyl group, or we can say the amine which is directly attached with two alkyl group, then it is known as secondary amine. For example, if we have two alkyl group, that is a methyl group. Two methyl group is directly attached with the nitrogen, and this is known as secondary amine, and it should be dimethyl amine because both alkyl group are methyl, so its name is dimethyl amine. And if all the hydrogen, 3 hydrogen is replaced with 3 alkyl group, then it is known as tertiary amine. So we can say a amine which has 3 alkyl group directly attached to the nitrogen, and it is known as tertiary amine. So if we have 3 alkyl group is methyl, that is CH3, then its name is trimethyl amine. These 3 alkyl group are similar, that is a methyl, so its name is trimethyl amine. So primary amine is amine in which nitrogen is bonded to one hydrocarbon, or nitrogen is bonded to only one alkyl group, then it is known as primary amine, and its formula is RnH2. And you can say that if one of the hydrogen is replaced with alkyl group, then it is known as primary amine. And secondary amine, if two of the hydrogen is replaced with alkyl group, then it is known as secondary amines, and its formula is R2NH. Two hydrogen is replaced with alkyl group, or we can say the nitrogen atom is bonded to 2 hydrocarbon or 2 alkyl group. It may be similar or it may be different. And in the tertiary amines, in which nitrogen is bounded to 3 hydrocarbons group or 3 alkyl group, or we can say that all the 3 hydrogen of ammonia is replaced with 3 alkyl group, then it is known as tertiary amine, and its formula is R3N. Let's do some example which classify amines as the primary, secondary or tertiary. So in the first example, NH, the formula of amine is RnH2. If it is replaced with In the first example, nitrogen is bonded to hydrocarbon portion, that one is alkyl and other is phenyl or aryl. So two hydrogen is replaced with two alkyl group, then it is known as secondary amine. And the second example, nitrogen is bonded with three hydrocarbon or three alkyl group, means all the hydrogen is replaced with alkyl group, so it is a tertiary amine. In the next example, nitrogen is bonded with three hydrocarbon portion, that is two is phenyl and one is methyl. It's mean all the hydrogen is replaced with hydrocarbon portion or alkyl or aryl portion, so it is also a tertiary amine. In this, two hydrogen is bonded with nitrogen, it's mean that only one hydrogen is replaced with hydrocarbon portion. So when nitrogen is bonded into only one hydrocarbon portion, then it is known as primary amines. In this example, nitrogen is bonded to two hydrogen again, so it's mean that only one hydrogen is replaced with alkyl group, so it is a primary amine. In the next example, nitrogen is bonded with only one hydrocarbon portion, that is phenyl or aryl. Two hydrogen is present in so two hydrogen is bonded with the nitrogen. It's mean only one hydrogen is replaced, so it is also a primary amine. In this example, nitrogen is bonded with two alkyl group, that is one is methyl and other is ethyl, and one hydrogen is present. It's mean two hydrogen is replaced with alkyl group, and it should be secondary amine. And in this example, nitrogen is bonded with three hydrocarbon portion, that is two is alkyl and one is phenyl. All three hydrogen is replaced with alkyl and aryl group, so it should be tertiary amine. Nature of amines, we will discuss the two systems, that is a common system of naming and IUPAC system of naming. First, the common system of naming. In this system, the amines are written by adding the suffix amine to the name of alkyl or aryl radical as a prefix. So if we have alkyl radical is ethyl, simply we write ethyl as a prefix, and then we write the name of amines, ethyl amines. In this example, we have hexyl. 6 member hydrocarbon portion is present, so hexyl hydrocarbon portion is present, and it is a secondary hexyl. It is not a secondary amine. Amine is a primary. It is a hexyl portion which is a secondary, so its name is secondary hexyl amine. Similarly, if we have isohexyl group is present, then its name is isohexyl amine. Amine is a primary amine. If we have the secondary amine, 2-methyl group is present, 2-methyl group, 2 hydrocarbon or alkyl group are similar, then we use the word di, then its name is dimethyl amine. If 3-methyl group is present, then its name is trimethyl amine, and it is a secondary amine because 2 alkyl group is directly attached to the nitrogen and 1 hydrogen is present in the amine, so it is a secondary amine. It is also a tertiary amine. Tertiary amine mean all the hydrogen is replaced with alkyl group, so it is a tertiary amine, and it is when nitrogen is present in between the ring. If we have aromatic ring, one of the carbon of benzene is replaced with nitrogen, then it has a special name. It is known as pyridine, and it is also a tertiary amine. IUPAC system. In this system, amino group is indicated by a prefix amino followed by the name of hydrocarbon. The position of amino group is indicated by the number obtained by numbering the chain of hydrocarbon. In this system, we can can naming the amine into different method. In the first method, amino group is indicated by a prefix amino, and then we name the chain of the hydrocarbon. For example, in the first example, methane is present, so amino NH2 amino is indicated by a prefix amino, and then we write the name of a hydrocarbon. So in this first example, methane is present, so its name is amino methane. And if we have the longest chain, then we should numbering the chain of the hydrocarbons, and we should indicate the position of amino group. And in the this is the first method, the first way to naming the amines. In the second way, if in the second way, if we take the hydrocarbon portion as a prefix, for example, if we have methane, then E of the hydrocarbon is replaced with amine. So E is methane, E of the methane, or E of any alkane is replaced with amine. So in this case, methane is present, so drop the E and then write with the amine. So its name is methane amine. In this example, we have 4 carbon is present in the chain. The 4th member carbon is known as butane. So if we naming in the first method, then its name is the position of amine is indicated. So amine is present at the carbon number 2. So it is 2 amino butane. We say 2-butane amine. If we have secondary or tertiary amine, so in the secondary and tertiary amine, in the first method simply we can name its methyl amino ethane. So if we choose this hydrocarbon portion is a longest chain, methyl is taken as a substituent. So methyl amino ethane. Or in the second way, we should write the capital N, which show the position of methyl group as a substituent. So its name is N-methyl ethane amine. So rule are similar, that we take a longest continuous chain as a parent. So in this case, the longest continuous chain is ethane. So ethane is as a parent. So ethane, E of the ethane is replaced with amine. So it is ethane amine, and methyl is present. Methyl is directly attached to nitrogen. So we write it N-methyl ethane amine. And if we have the tertiary amine, all the hydrogen is replaced with alkyl group. Then we have the longest continuous chain, which contain 1 2 3 4 hydrocarbon is present. Then its name is butane, and 2 methyl group is attached with amino group. So its name is dimethyl amino butane, or we can say N dimethyl. N represent that these 2 methyl group is directly attached to the nitrogen. So N dimethyl 1 butane amine. Let's take some other examples. So in this case, we have the primary amine. Only one of the hydrogen is replaced with alkyl group, and this is on the position number 2 amine group is present. So in this system, in IUPAC system, its name is 2 amino 2 methyl. At the position number 2, methyl group is present. So if we select the hydrocarbon portion is propane, so its name is 2 amino 2 methyl propane, or we say 2 methyl 2 propane amine. And in the common system, it is known as tertiary butyl. Simple tertiary butyl hydrocarbon or alkyl portion is attached to amine, so its name is tertiary butyl amine. In the next example, we have the secondary amine. In the secondary amine, one methyl group is attached with nitrogen, and if we select the chain of hydrocarbon portion, that is a propane, so its name is 1-methyl aminopropane, or we say N-methyl propane amine. And in the common system, methyl propyl amine, simple, we should name both the alkyl group as a prefix, and then we add the name of amine in the common system. This is a tertiary amine, and tertiary amine, all the hydrogen is replaced with alkyl group, so it is a dimethyl aminoethane. If we select this chain ethane, so 2-methyl group is attached to nitrogen, so its name is dimethyl aminoethane, or we say N-dimethyl. N mean these methyl group is directly attached to the nitrogen. N-dimethyl ethane amine. E of ethane is replaced with amine. These two names are accepted in the IUPAC system, but in the common system it should be ethyl dimethylamine. Simple, these alkyl group, that is a dimethyl, and another alkyl group, that is this is a ethyl and this is a methyl, so it is a dimethyl ethyl amine in the common system. Aromatic amines belong to specific family which act as a parent molecule. For example, an amino group NH2 attached to benzene produce the parent compound aniline. For example, if NH2 is directly attached to benzene ring, then it is known as aniline. And one of the hydrogen of aniline is replaced with methyl group, then its name is N-methyl aniline. And if 2 of the hydrogen is replaced with methyl group, then it should be named as N-dimethyl amine. So if there is CH3 group is present in aniline, then it has also a special name which is known as toluidine, and it is position number 4 position, so it is para-toluidine. If one of the hydrogen is replaced with methyl group and other is replaced with ethyl group, then it has aniline group. NH2 group is present on benzene ring, it is aniline, and one of the hydrogen of aniline is replaced with methyl group, so its name is N-methyl aniline. And if 2 of the hydrogen are replaced with methyl group, then it is known as N-dimethyl aniline. You should writing the N alkyl group. It indicates that alkyl group is located on nitrogen atom and not on the ring. So so you should write the NN. If 2 alkyl group is present, then you should write twice as NN. And if only one alkyl group is present, then you should write the capital N only one type, and it should be italic. In this example, we have N-dimethyl, and 2 of the hydrogen is replaced in toluidine, so its parent name is toluidine, para-toluidine, and 2 of the hydrogen is replaced with the methyl group, so its name is N-dimethyl para-toluidine. Thank you. Have a nice day.